Geometry, Section 3-2. Before we get started on example 3, let's talk about the concept composition of rigid motions. A composition of rigid motions is a transformation with two or more rigid motions in which the second rigid motion is performed on the image of the first rigid motion. So the notation for this, let's go ahead and we're going to use that capital R. Try to remember what capital R meant. It's going to mean a reflection across line. We'll across a line. And then we have this open circle, and that is our composition notation. And then let's do a translation. Left 2 and up 5 on the original shape. Okay, so this is where we need to be really careful because we do this part first. This part is first. This part happens second because we're saying that this first thing happened to that second thing. So this part right here is the composition. Okay, and so the reflection happened to the translation. That means we had to do the translation before we could do the reflection. So order of these things can really matter. So in example 3, we're talking about learning a new dance, and Kyle moves from position A to position B and then to position C. What composition of rigid motions describes Kyle's movement through the dance? What single transformation describes Kyle's move from position A to position C? So we need to know that the dance would not be the same if he went just from A to C. So he's moving from A to B. So the first thing that he did was move two to the right and two up. He went over 2 and he went up 2. So he did that, and then to get from B to C, he went right 1, down 1. So the translation of 1, -1 happened to, looks like a closed circle. I don't want that to be multiplication, so it needs to be an open circle. The translation of 2, 2, that is the movements. So go ahead and think about that, and so this is how he did the dance. If he just went from A to C, directly, then he would be going over 3 and up 1. So that would just be one translation of right 3 and up 1. So that composition on the left was the same end result as the translation on the right. Go ahead and pause the video and try that, figuring out what composition of the transformation written as one transformation. So I'll do A with you so that you understand what they're asking. So we did the composition of right 3 and down 2 to the translation of right 1 and down 1. So if we put those together, we really get a translation of right 4 and down 3. So you're just combining the x values and the y values together and getting your new translation. So pause the video and do part B on your own, and then come back and check your answer.